One of the most beautiful things in this life is love. Here is Shane and Anna. They share a love that is beautiful, amazing, unconditional. Perhaps the type of love that, many of us dream of finding one day. The way she looks at him, the way she takes care of him is just so amazing. I love it. Shane has a disability called SMA. This is spinal muscular atrophy, and this is where the muscles in his body wither away, causing weakness. The picture that you're going to see now is the picture of a nerve cell, and you are seeing where the affected muscle is smaller. That is the SMA muscle. It is smaller than the normal one. This is what is referred to as atrophy, and that's how the disability got its name. SMA, spinal muscular atrophy, and this causes little to no movement in his body because of the weakness of the muscles. And here is Hanna, Shane's beautiful wife, the woman who gets to spend the rest of her life with a charismatic, charming, and special man, Shane. The way she looks at him is just, it gets me every time. It's just so beautiful. Unconditional love, You never see it coming. Then the next thing you know, unconditional love. Unconditional love. Okay, the singing is not for me, but you get the point. Unconditional love, bro. Some people have the audacity to comment under their pictures and videos saying how the relationship is not real. Well, this is what Shane and Hanna had to say.
Since the beginning of our YouTube channel, we have noticed a consistent theme amongst those who rudely and ignorantly don't believe that we are a real couple.
Yeah, they think that because we don't kiss passionately and other forms of intense physical affection
on camera,
because we don't do that on camera, we are not a real couple.
And this is something people need to understand. Not because it's not posted means it doesn't exist. Here you have the PDA. They actually kiss and hug and have sex and all the good stuff that people who are in love or people who are together or married do. Yes, sis, he's all yours. Well, he looks a little distracted because he's trying to talk while she's doing all of this, but I'm sure he's pretty engaged as well. So while the missus is giving her man some sugar, let's move on to a question that they're often asked. Can they have children? Will their children have SMA?
Something that really frustrates me is we get lots of comments every time we mention kids from people who comment things like, "Don't you dare bring a kid into this world. Shane will never be able to be a good father.
Yeah.
That kid's gonna have a terrible life." And
which is super ableist.
So ableist, so ignorant, so closed-minded. I don't even have the words because I know hundreds of disabled men and women who are fathers and mothers, and they're doing a great job. We've talked about it, and we're not against having a kid if it might have SMA.
Yeah.
As you know, living with SMA is not a death sentence. It's not the end of a happy, successful life. So there would obviously be some details that we need to figure out, but we're not opposed to that.
Yeah, we're not valuing able-bodied children over children that have disabilities.
No.
So
in fact, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I just love the way Anna pays attention to Shane. I love the way she looks at him. I love how she lights up when she's around him. It's just so beautiful. Unfortunately, there are some people who don't see Hanna as Shane's wife, and Shane doesn't feel too good about this. Men flirt with Anna right in front of Shane, and he wished they saw him as her boyfriend.
I don't know how to handle it. I can't call them out because if they weren't hitting on her, it'd be really awkward to be like, "Hey, I'm her boyfriend," and they'd be like, Okay? Good. But it does happen and it's awkward. I wish they would see me as her boyfriend. Just a boy sitting on the lap of his fiance.
That's super weird.
Everyone around here has to be like, what is going on?
Yeah, because I keep being like,
You know, couples cuddle. That's one thing that most, if not all, couples do. And Shane and Anna are no different. They cuddle, and this is how. Remember I told you Shane has a disability called SMA, spinal muscular atrophy or atrophy, and this is where his muscles wither, causing weakness. So he's unable to move his body by himself, and that is why you see Anna constantly putting his body in the position that she wants it, or the position that makes both of them comfortable. And of course, a relationship like Hanna and Shane's that is not the norm comes under a lot of scrutiny, a lot of criticisms. But how do they deal with it?
so I genuinely care about what people that I respect think of me.
Yeah.
You know, like people that I know, people that I think are like worthy of having that, of having me care. You know.
We've said this before, but there's a great piece of advice that is, don't take criticism from anybody that you wouldn't take advice from.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, that's exactly it. And I found that quote like a year ago, and I was like, oh my god, finally, that's what I'll live by. So
when I was young, living with my disease, I devoted almost all my energy to caring about what other people thought of me and trying to fit in and like blah blah blah, and it ruined life in a lot of ways.
Moral of the story is live the life that makes you happy and don't give a about what people have to say. The couple has been together for over 4 years, and their love is just growing stronger and stronger every day. At least this is what I get from watching their videos all the time. I met them a few days ago and I fell in love with their love. It's just so beautiful and different and special. You won't hear me say Shane is lucky to have Hanna. In fact, Hanna is lucky to have Shane. Shane is a successful author. He has written several books, including Laughing at My Nightmare, Not So Different, and one that I found really funny, Strangers Assume My Girlfriend Is My Nurse. He is not bitter about this at all. As I said before, the man is incredibly charismatic, humorous. He is just, everything that a woman would want in a man. Some people have said some very mean things about Hanna. Here is a comment left by a sad and miserable person.
And shout out to everyone who's written horrible conspiracy theories about why we're together, instead of accepting the fact that people with disabilities can have real romantic relationships
that are normal and not murderous plots.
Thank you.
Bye.
If you want to learn more about Anna and Shane's relationship, be sure to check out their YouTube channel at Squirmy and Grubs. Show some support, like, share, comment, and of course, subscribe. And in that same breath, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so now and be sure to click that notification bell so you don't miss when I post. And don't forget to like and share and of course, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching.